My God is bigger than all my problem. Oh, he's bigger than everything. God is bigger than every mountain that cannot see. Oh God, when I remember what the Lord has done, I will never go back to all my sin. Oh God, I hear what would they preach? What would they do evangelism? This one is the song what would they play? Some of them they visit not be Christian, just they look on and they laugh. I say, where we be Christian, where on a day? That some of them they like this. We quick enter. I do interpreter. I play drum for church. I play guitar for church. I do evangelism with the first people. These are the kind of songs where we sing that here. I will leave matter for matter house. Let's go straight to the reason why we are here. My name is Pararan of Africa. Agbo Kodi Maggi, they're not the first person to buy Maggi to take cook when you cook in all sweet. Now see, finish them a good money turn off and a point where God give go and I made the animal shit work. So today mock news is not a small mock news. It's a very large mock news. And that's how they shot. I go cool and down. So because today, this day, you understand today? For so could not do me well again. No time. Let's go straight. The most stupid party for Nigeria. Onanwa. That it is. PDP is one of the most stupid party where Nigeria don't ever get. If you get money, PDP, you can control anybody. Whether the person don't dey for long, you'll get level past the person. PDP is one of the most stupid party I've ever seen. What am I trying to say? Put Wike where they do nose like when they take tobacco, we get hair for here. Because anybody will get hair here. Or you understand how they take all those native will not be cocaine, the native cocaine. You understand that? Now they control PDP since last year. Now PDP never session up. PDP never put us say we don't need you again. PDP they beg guns. Oh, biko, ba pray. Biko, take a palm out. PDP will not the shit. Wike now they control. Wike Oluna party like this. It's like the party brokos. Brokos na. The brokos na the shame. You don't see where somebody go do this party and he go to work for opposition party. Then the opposition party say, you know, they even talk against them. Now on our party go they talk against. Wike don't do another press conference again. He won't finish PDP. He not like the chairman. It's not his friend. Vice chairman is not his friend. This one is not his friend. So you
let me to work for peace. There's nothing unfathomable there. There's nothing like that. You must look in politics. You can't say for sure this is how it will be. Why I say I've done my own part is I, with my conscience, did what I did without regretting, and I fought for it for him to be governor. And you now say, look, you are no longer interested to be in a political family. No problem. Nobody can force you. After all, Arabeshala, Rauf was born by who? Tinubu. Is he with him again? Did you support him? Of what all the president did for him? So why do you worry yourself about that? I cannot, in all honesty to you, tell you that there's a going back.
There's no going back.
There's nobody, anybody who knows me know.
You can't support him in 2027.
I'm not talking about support. What is support? The one I have support, have I come out of it?
So you are enjoying the relationship you have now with people that you look up to before as fathers, but today you are longer people you regard as friends, you are draggers.
That's what politics. That's what politics is. So some people don't play politics of integrity. I do. But you can't impose yourself. I know that who says people are saying day a day. Let me day my day. You too day your own day, according to you.
Right, but
It doesn't worry me. I'm focused. I'm doing the work Mr. Pararan has given to me in FCT. That's what bothers me now.
Honorable Minister, in terms of this day idea, at the state level, there is push and shove, talking about this, imbroglio in the PDP at the state level. In the national, we had this issue we discussed earlier. You have been the one that said you are not one to jump parties and all that. If your house is crumbling, politically, talking about the PDP, what would be, are you just going to day your day as you have said?
Oh, no, you see, that's why you should know that we must learn. Experience is very key. You must know what happened to you yesterday. I'm not allowed to happen today. If you fail to take history into consideration, then you are digging your grave. And that's why I've said PDP must be careful. As it stands now, the way they are going, they're trying to make sure we have crisis. Take, for example, anybody they think calls me on phone or relates with me is a wicked. Therefore, the person must go. When you do that, what I try to let me do, I should fold my arms. The acting National Party chairman today is not my friend. He never supported me. The National Secretary, he never supported me. The National Organizing Secretary never supported me. These are their people. In fact, when I was in Germany, in Wiesbaden, when the National Secretary today wanted to run governorship against Hope Uzodinma, he came to me for support. I said, I'm not going to support you. I won't support you. I'm not here to play politics to say, okay, let me think about it. I don't do that. I told him I was not going to support you. What is the problem now? I said, let the right thing be done. You see that chairmanship is zoned to North Central, which is not correct. Chairmanship is zoned to North, and secretary is zoned to the South. It is within your area how you, do it. But we don't zone national chairman, North Central. Nobody did that. And that is why in the constitution of the party, they said when the national chairman is not there, the deputy national chairman from that zone will be acting pending when the convention is done for replacement.
Wamlana, this country, if anybody tells you money is the root of all evil, what deki be arena, dekan. If person just tells you money is the root of evil, vanity of my brother give her back and slap. You know, say hear the pain where especially this place. Bo wicked na who PDP. Put how do they call the other one for Edo State deputy governor? You see, Shaibu. Shaibu, he and just Ole and Master PDP conference. Not be smarting, they suspend that, they do like this. But wicked all day there since last year, come they work for APC. PDP never suspend that. Not say una be agbaya. PDP una be stupid people, una be the most useless people wey Nigeria don't ever produce. Now na put Nigeria for this one way with this so. You know how they go straight to the point. If Wike can big pass on a party, that means how na want to control Nigeria. If Wike feel na ransom, Wike, it just be like armed robber wey go bank only one. They all take people, they control people. You know, say I say una be mumu. Wike, they work for opposition. Call rich now, and never fit suspend them. Una fit tell us say you are not a PDP member like this. That means Wike strong persona. Now see on our life. If he reach me now everybody go strong. Wike now, you know, say, huh? Because that's gonna be foolish people. If one person can big pass party, that means we no get sense. Money they control everything. Nobody they big pass party. Nobody they big pass family. Nobody they big pass union. Nobody they big pass organization. No matter who you be, they'll suspend you. They'll tell you say if you want day here. If you they do caucus meeting, we can go there, go sit down, they listing, and we can with an enemy and a friend. Who are they deceive for this country? We are never ready PDP. We can give out to them. Let them. Are you even let us know say naughty day PDP? Say PDP and ye ba a goat. Go straight on that no time. Since last night, now they think about my life. And they ask God, say, God, who put me for Nigeria? Who say, Pararan, come outside for Nigeria first, so that later on, if you come outside for another country. Oh, but Nigeria not be country. Oh. Nigeria politicians and the leaders and even the citizens will not think ahead. Everything where we think now, how God will help us. Now God grace, now God favor, now God divine. Now only that thing with the year. Where other country they think fast, what to do next, like this next. My brother, Nigeria sit there under God grace. I see something today, I cry. I was sharing tears according to Igbo language. I was soliloquizing. When I see what he did my back, so now road where they do road. The road don't make the road it don't scatter. Busy road. As they say, and they say no, they need to do the road. But now the road na busy road. You cannot block the road. If you block and I go cause traffic for another area. What can we do? What can we do? You see Oyibo people. You see Oyibo. They do mobile flyover overhead. So that you go, they pass the place, they go, they down, they walk, they do things. I see the thing, you know, or shock over. You see where people breathe, they don't know what time. Regardez là-bas. One country. Africa, see they think. Small road where they want to do, they say block everywhere, close everywhere. But they don't say we they walk. This government is walking. They go use traffic, they finish us because they do road. You never they blow up and they say, hey, it's for your own good though. Now you're not good. That will take you're not a blow and anyhow. You see, they get what they call human sympathy. They know say people they pass here. Africa won't do road. Everywhere go close. They will do the road for 2 years. The road where they do so, one small rain go just from the road up there. Road na gallop where already you they drive, they do like this, like go do a quarry, go we short. Road go they do like this. We know they even they think ahead. They don't use religion to spoil everything. Any small thing, na God though. Na God grace, na divine God though. You know be God there. Oh God, God. Even God don't tire for Nigeria because God knows say never the answer on a prayer safe. Not being they do anything. See, country Switzerland though. I see the thing I shock. So something there like this. Tomorrow when they go do for our area, everywhere they block. They say block everywhere. They go do road. Doors go finish people ass like this. You see? Nigeria leaders, Africa leaders, on they see on age, they get what they call human sympathy because these people they pay tax. Now their money that they use, they think. Ona just do the road. Una couple ona name commissioned by Obasanjo. Say na we do one. They call say, "No Obasanjo do the road though." Like say na money, goat. You just see our country they be. Don't go straight on that news by the talking and say, no time, okay. If anybody ask una for this word, say which country una from come. If una say Nigeria, slap go come for una face. If anybody ask una, una say una come from Bush Bar. The best TV station who supposed to clap hand for Nana, the News Central. These people they get sense. They don't fear anybody. Not people arise. The News Central, especially this man. My guy, they talk. Cause wait he talk. Where our president go. We dare here say we want protest. We dare here say they kidnap people. We dare here say country not there were no fuel subsidy. Our president waka leave us. He did for France. So they wish your time. So they meto. See president now. We get friend. We France now. Maybe here. Cause waiting News Central they talk. Those of them watch out.
There seems to be a memo on how to govern with complete disregard. That memo seems to be kept in one of the drawers in Aso Rock. Kept there, maybe by previous administrations, but then more chapters were added to that memo by former President Buhari. That same memo seems to have been pulled out of one of these Aso Rock drawers and is now in use by the current president. It's the only explanation that I have to understand the meaning of a work stay. Because can anyone in Aso Rock help Nigerians understand better the actual meaning of a work stay? How does the president of a country just randomly get on his presidential jet and go to another country without any clear reason or explanation, without any stated diplomatic intentions or anything that sounds like it? Just travel out of his own country and go spend as many days as he chooses in a different country. Keep in mind that while Mr. President is on this mysterious work stay, 20 Nigerian medical students have been kidnapped and are still reportedly held in the custody of their captors. While Mr. President is on this work stay all the way in France, Nigerians are fighting for their lives back at home with the highest levels of inflation, petrol scarcity that is getting into its second week, the same levels of unemployment and poverty that his predecessor left, complete uncertainty as to where the country is headed, amongst many other issues, while Mr. President got on his shiny new jet and is on a work stay in France. It's a seeming complete disregard for the urgency with which to address Nigeria's pressing issues. And again, I ask, what exactly is a work stay? Many Nigerians, of course, are asking the same question this morning. Is it common for presidents to choose to work remotely from anywhere in the world? I understand that we're in the age of hybrid work, But does that also apply to presidents? Do we have other presidents from other countries across the world routinely visiting Nigeria and working from Lagos or Abuja or Ibadan or Enugu, anywhere? What exactly is a work stay while Nigerians are in captivity? While ASU is again threatening a nationwide strike, the Nigerian president can't just jet off on the presidential jet, which of course is funded by Nigeria's taxpayers' money, without a reasonable explanation for the trip. And if he does, it shows a complete disregard for any sort of accountability to the Nigerian people, to Nigerian funds, Nigeria's money, and also high insensitivity to the times in Nigeria today. Keep in mind that the circumstances surrounding the purchase of this jet are still being discussed, but the jet, of course, has been used to fly Mr. President for this work stay in France. Mr. President landed in France yesterday, and there are no clips or pictures of him being received by the French government or the French president. So just like former President Buhari back then, he would just randomly jet away to the United Kingdom for medical trips or unexplained holidays. We once again seem to have the exact same format being used with our current president. So basically nothing has changed. And so to the president's handlers and those putting out statements on his social media pages, can we please remind Mr. President that there are currently 20 medical students in captivity? I know it's not necessarily his responsibility to jump into the forest or wherever they're being held and rescue them himself. I understand that. But can he be reminded that these are Nigerian citizens? Can he also be reminded that Nigerians are being degraded at petrol queues every day trying to buy petrol in their vehicles? Inflation is still above 30%. Nigeria still has the highest number of poor people in the world. ASU is threatening strike if he hasn't heard. There's been no significant change in the realities of the people that he ran for elections to serve. And the common view across the country is that it is insensitive for Mr. President to be on a work stay again, all the way in France, while Nigerians are begging for some sign of hope. Good morning, Nigerians.
Woman, work stay. The way Africa president, they go outside country, especially the Nigeria, they go there. Buhari day for 6 months, 3 months. Now this will just start. They do another country. Why other people not they come Africa cause stay like that? You know why? Because before you come they don't put another person, they don't they tolerate anything. But Africa people, they don't want to like say they know, but a big rich like this, Nigeria don't know. Una president day for France now for work stay with new private jet. With day here. With the child, who are we talking to now? Who will they talk to? No fire, no light, kidnapping, a whole doctors, 20, the kidnapper. The president said, no feel am. He waka go another man country. You say, so not get country. Because the thing no they feel am. The thing don't turn normal thing now. So they not kidnap another people that time. This 27 are even small. The kidnappers they try. Now 500 they kidnap before now. You don't they do on our blood. I mean, may God bless this TV station, New Central. Wanna good, wanna not change you. Wanna be like this till you wanna finish. Leave Nigeria, made a day there. They support rubbish. Whether you APC, this is rubbish. When you see rubbish, say rubbish. For na mind, I say you go kill yourself for government work. Now person say na go there. You say you want to work, you sit and work. Because now people taxpayer money that they pay you. But some of them know they look at like that. So who you beat to if you talk to the president, say they waka go like other person, other country president, they waka like that. President now because even get side chic. Because us are the side chic you won't now. Maybe go do short. Go do short where call you blend now. We there with the suffer. President in blend where carry on face come out. Where we they visit only Nigeria politicians. Now be thief for Africa. Now only the night they Colombia. We don't know say Nigerian politicians they learn. Everything what our politicians they do since we don't know say Ghana politicians they look there say asemo. Say these people these people never sabi thief. These people not sabi do things. I go Ghana here as I enter Ghana the kind shot what they hear because they say what did they happen? What did they hear na asemo we there? Asa, what did they happen? They say Pararan come, Pararan bra. Asa, are they? They say their politicians don't finish there. I said, what did they happen? Then they say, Pararan, bra. They say, you know, say this All Africa game where they play. All Africa game where they play for Ghana. He say their politicians they say they pay GBC. Whether they call GBC, now be like NTA to take show the program. They paid them $3 million to show the program. He say Asemo. He say and the thing they not even watch it because it the thing they show. Now so the people they wave. Now DSTV now Ghana. He said as I want laugh, he say they don't laugh. I said okay, what did they happen? He said that the one way shock the pass. Now feeding money to feed people we go all the and that thing they have to pronounce. You know what I'm saying? All the people where they go contest, all those things where they jump, they run, they play ball for the 18 days where they do and so. Say the feeding where they feed Ghanaians because Ghanaians they eat well because I tell Ghana say the way when they eat this. Parakuda. He said they feed Ghanaians for 18 days. They use $15 million to feed Ghanaians. Ghanaians now they ask me say, Pararan, wait till we shop. We they eat human being some. I said, no, what you
You had an arrangement with GBC to cover the All Africa Games, right? Can you share with this committee how much that coverage was for and whether payment has been made for same?
Yes, GBC was the official broadcaster for the African Games, the 13th African Games, and I can confirm that full payment have made to GBC.
Do you have per chance what the amount was?
I can't recall the exact amount, but I know that it's in the excess of $3 million US dollars.
You paid GBC
yes.
in excess of $3 million US dollars for coverage of the All Africa Games.
Yes.
Chairman, I think that I would rest here and maybe the next time GBC appears before us, because most of the technicians who worked on the All Africa Games have still not been paid. And so we wanted to ascertain if you have paid and how much has been paid. Chairman, I'm grateful.
You're spending close to 240 plus or 245 million United States dollars, right? And out of this, we got to even know, for instance, key among them was a whooping amount of $15 million, you know, which amounts or works to close to or a bit over 226 million Ghana cedis, being how much was used to feed athletes for 18 days for the event. So you realize that some of this things needed to be investigated. We wanted to know how many, you know, athletes actually made it, how many actually got registered. In fact, we need to get a report generated by, for instance, the games management system, because the system must be able to tell us how many actually, you know, registered and actually came to participate in the event. All these details we would want to know. Even the games management system itself, it's the cost of putting that together. And as to whether the standard we all know, or anytime we go to some of these events, either at the continental level, Commonwealth level, or at the Olympic level, you notice that if you are even a journalist, you know, that is going to cover the event, the process you go through, even the accreditation process, and then your tag that is given, the quality tag that is given. And we didn't see any of this. But do you know how much we spent? As we were told, it's $4.5 million for that. And so what actually went into it? And so if I've even written officially to Athos.
Now there Ghanaians got to ask me, say, Pararan, where do you got to talk for this problem where we get so? Now that I can tell them, what same way there? I don't get that on that problem, big person. African leaders, African politicians are the thief. You use 15 million to feed people for 18 days. That means almost every day Ghanaians they eat $1 million. Almost $1 million now. Waiting now. There to show up. When you come money and I see this one they use for Ghana. What's same with you? I don't get anything at all. Our president in exile, what they call Simon Ekpa, he don't bust heart. He said December, now we break out with the Biafrans. He say everything don't put in place. Say Nigeria go here for December. He say now they break out, all of us. Say he's taking us from Nigeria. Say Nigeria go here. Oh yeah.
Good afternoon, fellow Biafrans all over the world. Today is 20th day of August 2024, and I am here speaking to you from my base in Finland. I want to inform every one of you because it has become very imperative as we approach December convention in Finland. You must know certain things. The declaration of the restoration of independence of Biafra that is to take place on the 2nd of December is targeted at achieving two objectives. One is the delegitimization of Nigeria. Two is the legitimization of Biafra. After the declaration, we are going to have a very long battle with Nigeria. But this battle, the good news is that we define how this battle will be fought. We will fight them diplomatically, we will fight them politically, we will fight them internationally, and of course, we will fight them locally. So, the 2nd of December is not after that. Some of you will come and say, oh, there is still military barracks. You are going to have them. But let me tell you, if the Vietnamese fought America for years and succeeded in making America to flee, we are ready to fight Nigeria even more than what Vietnamese did. And we dictate how this particular war will be fought. We are never going into conventional warfare with Nigeria. But the delegitimization will take a different tone. And what I'm trying to tell you people today is that you must be prepared for a very long years of battle for the legitimacy of Biafra government. It is not something that happened in one day. It is not something that happened immediately after our declaration on 2nd of December. But 2nd of December will mark the beginning of a very long battle, which we are going to show our determination with our actions and inactions. So my fellow Biafrans, all I'm here to tell you this afternoon is for you to understand that after the declaration on December 2nd, 2024, the battle begins. And we are not going to stop. If it is going to take us 20 years to fight Nigeria differently than what we did in 67 and 70, we are ready for it. If it takes also 23 years for Taliban to defeat America and they left their land, we are ready to fight even 40 years. Since 1967 to 2024, Nigeria continued to fight us. The only thing is that we have not fought Nigeria until now. And in this fight, we are still defending ourselves. So 2nd of December will mark the beginning of the Biafra liberation. Do not expect something or any magic to happen. We will make the magic to happen. Thank you, and may God bless you.
Some of one they say, yes, that is our prime minister. Oh, that is our do. Me, no, sir, they only go straight to the point. How many times now Simon Ekpa now don't promise on about Biafra? They don't promise on last year. They don't promise on the last 2 years. It's like, you know Nigeria, eh? You see the reason why church fool Nigeria. Because Nigeria now be the most stupid people with the Africa. If somebody they clean them, then they already quit, they forget. Nigeria. Now so, if you go South Africa, Nigeria, now they won't make on church. So because now they give. If you go Ghana, the same. If you go Cotonou, the same. If you go other African country, because you know why? Now Nigeria now mumu pass. How many times I'm on a bar and a co don't promise on about Biafra. Sometimes when I know they sit down, they think, say, what is going on? Who they use us? This thing will really work. But when I talk and I say, oh, I hate this thing, I just don't want to make black man play black man. Now, they don't give on a December. I go wait. You know, that's a big wait. Now, after that December, I'll tell you now, even inside the video, it told and say, you know, to come, but we will fight. It already told and say that day not go work inside the video. But because of your ignorance, you're not going to understand that for inside the video. So we fight, even if it take us 20 years. Meaning say, you got to be paying money from now to 20 years. That time your brain does screw. Wise up. This thing cannot work. If you go work now, your leaders where they represent for our state, now I go do this thing. If I talk now and I say, I don't know what I'm saying, Biafra is a spiritual fight. Now spiritual with this, when you go buy food, when you bear the pain, and spirit they bear the pain. If I talk all this thing, I'm going to feel I be mumu. Okay. Nigeria yare guy yawushe. Karemu yima karibu karia. Oh, I know what I just speak down as I don't know, but they say na Hausa. I copy and paste. Nigeria akbore. Cause see where bandits now they do TikTok, they invite more Fulani Esme and the rest. May they join. Say because this work where they do so that God work. He said those ones where they work for police, army, say that they do my work, so maybe they come together so that maybe they will do this thing where. He did for example, you do TikTok, everything they post. Nigeria police say they don't know where they day. He said a lie, say Nigeria police know where they day, army know where they day. See, because they know so that they do God work. I mean, they don't know if they come in. They don't never watch out. We bandit, they advise us. Yeah. Regarding laba.
Kuma 'yan banga kawai mu inda 'yan banga ne kawai su ticen su je da haukansu mu haukan 'yan banga bai samu wani abu kuma 'yan banga su inda suke jahilai su abin da suke yi fa ba shi bane ka ƙara su rage su yake yi duk wanda ka ga abin da yake taya nemo ya tiya neman makai ne gumi ne ya samu mai amma sai su dawo kowane sai dai yana nan cikin ɗan gari yana ɗan sunɗe da ya ga ɗan uwa ne ɗan wanda kamar ko yana mu'amala ana ɗan shigowa daji yana neman makai ne abin da ya ci sai su bi ta karkashin ƙasa su yanke shi su kashe shi da yawan wannan abu ba abubuwa ba ne wai wanda Allah ya kaddarta in ji Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Allah ba zai suha wannan abu ba idan kuna iya mun a sane muke kuma kowa ya san inda muke kuma abin da yasa nace muku kowa ya san inda muke tunda duk abin da muke yi kowa ya san daga inda muke hituwa muna yin abubuwan mu to don Allah don annabi mu dawo mu gyara ku kuma zan dawo ta kanku sojojin rabin wajen mu to kuma da izinillahi ta Allah gaskiya ni ma zai maku bayani idan kuma kun yarda don Allah don annabi ku dawo da mu da ku mu ji daɗin kowa don Allah ku bai mana irin wannan tabi'a idan kuka ga mutanen mu za su ci yanzu a wanga lokacin da ake bai a ce a titin ga wai shi mutum bahulatani bai da ikon bi ne to don Allah don annabi mu dawo don Allah mu gyara kanmu abinda muke yi gaskiya bai dace ba in ji Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wannan abubuwan da muke yi gaskiya ba a bisa kanmu muke yi ne ba muna harka ce ta jahilci wadda Allah ba zai taɓa yarda da ita ba kuma mu ma idan mun ka mutu cikin wagga harkar mun san Allah ba zai taɓa yahi muna ba abinda muke yi mun san kuma mu ma Allah na sane da shi ya mu ma mun san haƙƙin ɗan adam da mun ka ɗauka mun ka ci gaskiya ba za a yahi mana shi ba mu kuma dole mu ta san kan mu tsaye mu an san kan mu inci tunda abin da zan faɗa muku kuma da kuna da tunani muna da tunani abin da ake muna kuma za a yi maku abin da ake maku mu ba za a taɓa mana shi ba tunda mu yanzu ana iya a zo a rugagen fulani a kashe mutane mutum fiye da 10 idan haɓace ba a ɗo.
Wani iri Nigeria ne wannan? I don't know what they are talking about. No, I don't give me what I was. You see, country. Bandits, they do TikTok. This our IGP will do it like Marcus, like mango, we never ripe where. Say not know where they dey. DSS, say not know where they dey. I mean, that ship of start, that way they give update up and down, or where they want to do protest, do face like diaper, be pampers. You say, no, where they did. This video, you go just put out for software where the location where they do this thing, the phone, everything will come aside. We get this whole thing. But we they use our citizens they trade. Like the way the politicians, they use the Nigerian money, they trade. Bandits now, all of them. So now the innocent people now be just the problem. So now what tell me so now nothing cash, then where they do. Now business, now they talk so. Those of them know the Yahausa, I'm gonna meet person with the Yahausa, go explain this video for now. But we'll go straight on that news on time. Our brother, when they call Philip Shaibu, don't use the governor to whip ground again with the House of Assembly. They go appeal court, he don't win again. Those of them never watch how they give statement.
And I'm also grateful to the prayers of Edo people and Nigerians, because the prayers has gone beyond Edo. It has, everywhere I go, people meet me and say, look, we are praying for you, we are praying for you, outside Edo State, within Edo State. So for me, it's the prayer of Nigerians that has, again, God has answered this morning for dismissing the appeal filed by Edo State House of Assembly. And by the grace of God, all cases against me, because Nigerians and Edo people are with me in prayers, knowing fully well that I'm the oppressed. And I'm the one being intimidated and harassed by anti-democratic forces. I know they will continue to pray for me, and victory will continue to be for us. For today's judgment is victory for democracy, is victory for the judiciary, and it shows that judiciary consistently has become the hope of the oppressed, the hope of the common man, and by the grace of God, that institution will continue to flourish. So this judgment is to Edo people, to Nigerians, and glory to God. I'm so excited and happy, because this is the main case, really. True. Because Edo State House of Assembly were the one that purportedly impeached me, and the case today has been dismissed. The appeal is dismissed, and it is dismissed. So I'm happy about it. And this, like I said, is victory for democracy, victory for judiciary, and victory for Nigerians that hate oppression.
It's appeal number 455, because they are 456, they're actually two. You know, the first one is the Attorney General of Edo State and Philip Shaibu, which was based on that decision of Justice Omotosha. And the second one, which of course I filed, suit ABJ CS 405/2024, before the same court. They filed an appeal, and just this morning, the Court of Appeal has dismissed that appeal against Right Honorable Philip Shaibu. And of course, it was an application they brought for discontinuance, knowing fully well that the court has already given a judgment. So today's judgment represents another victory for Right Honorable Philip Shaibu, because we filed two cases at the lower court. The one we filed had to do with the fact that he was not granted fair hearing. Not only that the impeachment proceedings, the court will void it, which of course the court eventually did. And this appeal is against the decision as it regards certain applications that were brought. They did not withdraw this application. Parties had joined issues, and they now, at the 11th hour, brought an application to discontinue in view of the judgment of the lower court. And of course, counsel by his own motion said the action itself, was an abuse, admitted that it was an abuse of court process. And of course, we even asked the court to dismiss it on its merits because it is an abuse. And the court agreed with the Leonard Silk, who led our team, and the court accordingly struck out, or rather dismissed the case brought by the Edo State House of Assembly against Philip Shaibu in respect of the impeachment case. At the lower court, that was suit 405. So we want to thank the judiciary for being the last hope of the common man, and to assure Edo people that Right Honorable Philip Shaibu remains their deputy governor till the end of their tenure, which is November 12th, 2024. Thank you.
I've been on Supreme Court. Put Obaseki. If I tell you say they do face like better, we think they will say, oh, you dey insult. You for think where. You know say you won't fight APC. Una know what una do APC 4 years ago, where Tinubu never be president. Where Tinubu sit down from his house, they tell Edo to vote. Una say Edo not be Lagos, like this. That thing pain Tinubu. Tinubu never even be president. You know they talk say I will give Edo to Edo people, when I don't watch the video, then that time you call go get problem with your deputy. You know sabi calculate. You know sabi play this game. Now your deputy now don't carry on a secret. Go APC. Then you call they carry the deputy, the same deputy now they go court, they go appeal, they go do like sticky say you will win now. How you want to win now? Person we don't go APC. Why would they behave like say we don't know what we do? Why would they waste money? You better they focus on how you want to win this election because they use this one to they deceive you now. Shaibu na not if you win now. Because you don't go APC, you don't go leak. You understand what I mean? You take your time, yeah. Next time, get sense. Don't go straight on that news time. For the past how many days now, our Senate President Akpabio, he just they pump money they give his job people. Now his job people now he want to fight government, want to fight the North. Now that strategy they do that because you know say we are for come. Those people not too strong. So what can the man does? Now when they want impeach her, everybody they just say no, this Senate President is not smart enough. It's not, you understand what I mean? Now Ijaw people now call the pack money they give. The president of Ijaw youth, the first call give speech. Another one now, ex-militant, not be everything you talk about. Now they keep money now. Not the shame. All the Ijaw people. They say Akpabio don insult una before. If una don't forget, una go find the video. Insult Ijaw people. Former NDDC chairman. Nothing he do for Ijaw. Nothing. Now they want impeach her because of the way they misbehave like person will not do they okay. He don't go pay Ijaw people. He never pay his state to. Ijaw people now they call the shot. They call the shot anyhow. Hey! Hey, Bello, I see you. No, not the shame. Those of you never watch the way they misbehave.
Former governor of Akwa Ibom State, Godswill Obot Akpabio, was elected president of the Nigerian Senate on the 13th of June, 2023. However, there are recent speculations that some politicians are plotting the impeachment of the Nigerian Senate President, who is a year and barely 2 months in the saddle. Meeting in Port Harcourt, the Rivers State capital, are ex-agitators who expressed displeasure with the development.
The recent call for the impeachment of His Excellency, Senator Godswill Obot Akpabio, is yet another example of this troubling trend, having survived several threats of impeachment and media slander sponsored by politicians within his first year in the office. It is a pattern that we, the ex-agitators in particular, and the people of the Niger Delta region in general, cannot and will not tolerate henceforth. And the Senate presidency position must be a symbol of national unity, not a weapon of regional domination.
It is our view that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the Senate President should be rallied around by every Nigerian, and particularly people from the southern Nigeria, for us to right the wrongs and move the country to its prosperity stage.
Oppression against a southern president, oppression against the Senate President, oppression against southern leaders that are occupying juicy positions. Because any attack on our southern leaders will be considered as an affront against the people of the Niger Delta, and we will no longer take it kindly.
The leadership of the Niger Delta Ex-Agitators Forum discloses more details about the impeachment plot against the Senate President.
We are witnessing a variant agitation from some northern groups calling for its removal. This pattern of undermining southern leadership is not only unjust, but also deeply destabilizing. And it should be allowed to discharge its constitutional duties to his country, devoid of distraction, and allowed to complete his tenure.
We had a lot of people from the north, which gained a lot of support from us. And so why is it that when it comes to the turn of the south, we're not gaining support from? We think that it's a deliberate attempt
to cause problem in this country. And we are calling on Mr. President to immediately address this issue of people maligning those of our leaders from the Niger Delta and that of Senate President.
During the time of Goodluck Jonathan, they made the government ungovernable for Goodluck Jonathan and frustrated his government until he left government. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is our Satan brother and we must stand by him. And that includes the Senate President, certain appointees that are in this government, including the amnesty boss, Chief Dr. Dennis Brutu Utuaro.
The ex-agitators from Delta, Edo, Akwa Ibom, Rivers, Bayelsa, and other states also propose a formulation of movement with targets to protect national interests.
We call on our brothers from the southwest and the southeast to join forces with us for the formation of a Southern Nigerian movement. The aims and objectives will be to project and to defend our political, economic, and regional interests. We extend our hands of fellowship to our brothers in the Middle Belt to join this movement in a unified effort to addressing the pressing security challenges affecting them.
You where they fight for Akpabio, in case you never know who Akpabio be.
Nobody makes any payment in NDDC without God's will Akpabio's approval. When we first came to NDDC, on the day of going for the inauguration, he told me in the car that, Madam MD, if you don't do what I say, the same pen with which I used to sign your letter, it will be the same pen that I will use to remove you. He said the first thing I should do when I get to Port Harcourt is to change the dollars in the NDDC account. I was scared to do that. After that, he came to Port Harcourt 2 days after the inauguration. He said the first thing I should do is to make sure I change the dollars. I should remove Mr. Kaltungo from being legal and send him on compulsory retirement, that we cannot have a northerner be the head of the legal team, of the legal unit. He said I should remove all the other directors that refused to take his instruction during the time of Mrs. Agwagaga. That was the predecessor before I came. So he came also with a draft, which I've submitted, with a draft letter that I should write and put it on my letterhead, implicating Senator Mobushi for collecting contracts in NDDC. I told him that I will not, I'm a lawyer, and that whoever alleges must prove. The fact that Senator Mobushi is giving us trouble as IMC, you remember also that they did not recognize the IMC. I said I will not do that letter. He said I was ungrateful and I refused to do the letter. Dr. Cairo now said that he will do the letter. If Akpabio tells him to kill, he will kill before he asks, why did he kill? I said, for me, I will not do the letter. That we should not pay for anything like that. He said, and guess what? Akpabio never signs any documents. He will always refuse to sign, but he will tell you to go and commit the fraud. For instance, he told me to go and raise a memo and give an emergency contract for flood victims. He wanted me to take an oath. He has denied that, but I want to say today, he told me up to 3 times until we had a reconciliation meeting at the villa in the house of Mr. Sadiki Abba, who is the SA to the president on domestics. In that meeting was Alhaji Mekano. He said the only condition was if I take the oath. I refused to take the oath, and I did not take that oath. And I will never take the oath from him. So he said he was going to remove me. He started a campaign of calumny against me. He said I'm not even, I did not answer him because the facts will speak for itself. Now, to end this matter about the procurement process, I refuse to go with him to deceive Mr. President at the FEC meeting, because the Procurement Act says if I contravene any section of the Procurement Act, is 5 years imprisonment without an option of fine. So if I go and say they should pay for the process, if you see, they say it's for 2020 budget. Akpabio went to get the approval from FEC. The 2020 budget has not even been discussed by the National Assembly till today. The 2020 budget has not been passed. However, he lied to FEC, which is the greatest embarrassment in this country, for a budget that has not been passed, for an approval to be given for that procurement. I refused to go because he wanted me to send the money for the procurement to the ministry to implement the forensic audit. I refused. I am challenging him to deny any of these allegations because I have to round up for you people. But all the facts and all that I've said are all written in my documents.
Woman, how you dey fight for small? You dey use your children life till they play because of the small money where you dey get now. You dey use your children. Say, I will have people that say, oh no, they won't do tribal war with Tona. Since what Akpabio don't do position, what he don't do give his your people. Now all these your people all of now. What is this? Greed. Oh no, they tell Akpabio the truth. If they want to remove Akpabio, they tell you I'm not they want put. Now the same our side president they go put. If you don't know. Because now so they do it. Now our side president will see put. Mona go sit down one place. Tell Akpabio to do the right thing. Go sit down in no time. Our people don't vex, say enough is enough. He say where Yahaya Bello, they me Yahaya Bello. He say now they give Yahaya Bello to come now to come tell us what did they happen. He say so he did not see Yahaya Bello. Now they can't find Yahaya Bello. They can't even ask me say, Pararan, yes, Yahaya Bello. I say, I don't know. I don't know. That's are you sure? I say yes. That's about what they took.
Now, the Court of Appeal sitting in Abuja has ordered that former governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello, produce himself for arraignment at the Federal High Court, Abuja. While delivering ruling on the appeal filed by the former governor challenging the service of charge and burden of proof on his lead counsel, the appellate court heard that issues of service require no leave to appeal. The constitutional provision that an accused person be informed of the charge against him did not specify how the information should be communicated to the defendant. Mr. Bello is aware of the charge, hence his briefing of his legal team. The appeal filed by the former governor is dismissed and the decision of Justice Emeka Nwite is affirmed. In another appeal challenging the lower court's decision that no application of Mr. Bello will be taken until he presents for arraignment, the court held that Mr. Bello should obey Section 396, subsection 2 of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act, ACJ.
A old governor, now the final like need dog for inside Nigeria. It's as if you get money now, you big pass anybody for this country. This country, our judiciary fail us, our police fail us, our army fail us, our DSS fail us. Everything fail Nigeria. Because when you get money, all of them call lawyer. We don't even know the duty where they give us as a judiciary. We don't know the duty where they give us as police. We don't know the duty where they give us as DSS. Small politician, thief on our own money, oh, now call the command on them because he give us some of the money. Now they just say, oh, no. When we listen to his side, White Lion identify now, so Yahaya Bello. If Yahaya Bello defeat now for this case, I'll give my picking Yahaya Bello, White Lion. Be like that name on the fear. Oh, go straight on this time. If you like what you are wearing, Apostle go the run out the other way. Oh, what's wrong with you? God, it is my I look take away. I look segment. Understand now? So if you like what you are wearing, Apostle go the run out. Number 18 and today, I don't want shot.
Because every day I will return and say, this man try for me. It will be like say, when I don't they want to student, where person will say, do your homework, do your like this. Every time I will return. But I beg, mommy said the shot for now. The guy they try. Sometimes so salty. Just so. This person, you know the way anything. Just want to keep him. Oh yeah, I try. If you know so now you want to give me all these clothes. I'm like, understand it? Now you know what we do. Yeah, we see. Wow. You understand what we do? We'll go through the other time.
Hey, Pararan we keep what you do blue. Hey, Pararan we keep what you do blue. Umire rijo wo kan ya urobo.
Hey, Pararan we keep what you do blue.
Umi organize wo kan ya urobo.
Hey, Pararan we keep what you do blue.
Urobo ubuko wa data set ubuko.
Hey, Pararan we keep what you do blue.
Nigeria ubuko wa Africa ubuko wa.
Hey, Pararan we keep what you do blue.
Urobore nako aye ubuko wa.
Hey, Pararan we keep what you do blue.
Amaragbe mo so what you do blue ayo.
Hey, Pararan we keep what you do blue.